Hello, everybody. Are you back?
Don't worry, this is the last one. You can go home.
Get settled. So, this is going to be our last speaker. We always save the last. The best is for the last, right? Right? Oh my God. Oh, thank you. So, Dr. LeRoy has flown from India, especially to hold this talk for all of you. And you won't believe it looking at him now, but Dr. LeRoy was actually blind. I'll say that again. Dr. LeRoy was actually blind. He managed to reverse and recover his sight, not by the traditional medicine that you and I know, but by a different way. So please put your hands together to hear what he has to share.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Dr. Janira, for inviting me here. And thank you to each and every one of you for staying. Because I remember usually I talk last. Yeah. And there were a few people in the room. And I'm saying thank you now because, as I talk, my talks are usually very boring. People start walking out. And then there were just two people, and I thanked them so much, thank you for listening to my entire talk. And then they said, oh, doctor, we are here to put off the light. So I decided to put off the light before that. So, it's good. So they told me to talk about biotechnology and sustainability. Now, how can you make biotechnology sustainable? So I run a biotechnology company. We make supplements. We make, solutions for problems that are there. That's what we actually do. People come to us with a problem. It could be an environmental problem. It could be a health problem. And we come out with sustainable solutions from them. So, I always believe the universe is abundant. It's abundant in every way. You have just to think and you will get it. You ask and you shall receive it. But the problem is most of us don't know what we want. And we don't know how much we want. So if you see the consumerism, I think Dr. Janira said about it, it's engulfing us. And I wouldn't say anything is good or bad. I would say be mindful. Be mindful about the consumerism that you get into. You can't live on a world, without any sides. For there to be something good, there has to be something bad. For there to be something rich, there has to be something poor. But it is the mindfulness that goes into all this that you need. And talking about rich and poor, I would say no matter whatever happens, you should love life. And live today that you're going to die tomorrow. And plan, as you will never die. So make plans. Make plans for 10 years, 100 years. Go for those plans. But live today when you wake up in the morning that today is the last day of my life. I'm going to do everything, whatever I want today. Now this earth has a consciousness, or this universe has a consciousness. And this, when you put out your intentions into this consciousness, the universe listens to you and it gives you exactly what you ask for. The problem is not in finding a solution. We're all looking for solutions. The problem is in asking the right question. Because everyone asks me for a solution, but I tell them, you ask me the right question, you'll get the right answer or the right solution. That's why I say that you have given me something which is most valuable to all of you, which is your time. You cannot get it back. And you have chosen to be with me and give me that part of your life and that part of your time. And I'm very thankful for all of you. You can be rich. You can have different types of wealth, but time is something that you cannot replicate. So this is my lab where I work, and it's a state-of-the-art lab in a city called Hyderabad in India. We work with basically herbals. We make highly bioabsorbable herbal supplements for humans, for animals, and even for plants. We make fertilizers that are 100%, from natural sources, organic as they call it, no chlorine, no sulfur fertilizers, natural NPKs. We're also into making plans for people to purify water, wastewater, industrial wastes, grey water, and reusing of water, because the next wars in this world are going to be fought over water. We already know that. The earth has 70 to 80% water, but only 1% of that is drinkable. Only 1% of that water can be used. Agriculture or non-sustainable agriculture is the cause that is actually draining our water. How many of us love avocado and toast or avocado? So many love avocado. You know how much water it takes to grow an avocado? It takes a lot of water, much more than growing your local fruit. And if you see, the forests are actually be cleared out to grow a monoculture or grow only one type of a plant, like an avocado plant or something. Now, monocultures are a problem that destroys the soil, that destroys the immunity, that destroys everything and creates a lot of organic waste. For example, banana. The plant grows, gives a fruit, and then you have to cut it down. That's creating a lot of waste. So we come up with solutions of how to use this waste, how to convert this banana fiber into cloth, or this banana fiber into, paper or something. So this is a good lab. And my second lab that I work in, is this. Tell me, how many of us have problems? How many problems? Lot of problems, right? Can you tell me some problem? Money problem. Okay, family problem. Okay, love problem. Okay, any other problems? Pardon? Drugs problem. Okay, now I'll tell you. If I take away all your problems in 1 second, will you be happy and give you only one problem? Yes, okay, very good. So, you have many problems until you have one health problem. So, our health is something that we all rely on. Because unfortunately or fortunately, we come in this body. And this is our home. Of course, now I say the earth is our temporary home, because maybe we'll be on a rocket to the Mars someday with our friend Elon Musk. But you still have to take this home with you, no matter whatever you go, wherever you go, whatever you do. So are you rich? Who somebody had a money problem? Yes. So coming back, what is important? It is for us to be more mindful. Mindful in this lab. This is my other lab. And this lab is in every one of your house. The first lab is your kitchen. What you eat and how you prepare it is very important. Preparing the food. And you know what is the most important ingredient in my lab when you prepare? Absolutely. Love is the most important ingredient when you prepare the food. Because that imparts energy to the food. See, I can talk to you all about biochemistry and how biochemistry works. But that's not important. Because at the end of the day we all are going to sleep, we need to sleep well. It's not important about how much money I have. It's not important about how many cars I have. It's not important how many houses I have or how much knowledge I have. It's, are you happy? Are you happy with what you have? You are rich. Yes, every one of us is rich. But it is how you choose to live. It's the choices that you make. I'm sure all of us in this room have 2 hands, 2 legs, eyes, ears. We all are rich. And what are you running behind? You are running behind a man-made commodity that does not even exist. It's a virtual commodity, which is money. And you can't do anything with it. If you are very thirsty, and I put you in the middle of the sea, and I give you a lot of gold, it has no value, because there is no drinking water there. So it is, again, you need to rethink what we are doing. We need to rethink our businesses. I'm talking to you from, the point of when I started my business. I went to investors. I went to capital, PE, investors, angel investors, venture capitalists, all these fellows. What did they ask me? Oh, doctor, your project is very nice. We love your project. You're going to make a difference. But doctor, tell me, where is my return? How fast am I going to get my money back? That is the reality when you start a business. It looks nice. Everything looks nice. The graphs looks nice. Your trajectory looks nice. But where is the money? That's what they're going to ask you. Most of the companies in the world that are very high stocks are food, pharmaceuticals, and weapons. Food stocks never go down, pharmaceutical stocks and weapons. Why? And you say the world's health is improving. How can the world health be improving if the pharmaceutical stock doesn't go down? The pharmaceutical stock don't go down because they are not there to cure you. They are there, the primary duty, I'm not saying that's not their duty. Their duty, the moral duty is to cure the person. But the primary duty of any company is to make money for its investor or to make money for its shareholder. So it all depends upon how we look at it and where we want to be and where we want to leave our next generation. Nobody on their deathbed wished that they had accumulated more money, because you can't take it and go anywhere. Now, coming back to reality, what can we do about it? Yes, you can do a lot. Everybody tells me that. But tell me today, when I get out of this room, what am I going to do? I'm going to get back into the consumerism world. I'm going to get back into eating because there is no time now to go home and cook. So I rather buy food. I rather order. You know, that's what happens. We attend many of these things. The problem is everyone in today's world, I would say, dies not of starvation, but of indigestion. You have too much. And the thing is, just don't do anything. Don't think about what you're going to do. Let life just happen. And it will happen. And you will eat. You will survive. And you will be healthy. You are not going to run like a caveman after this conference. If you plan to run, someone will catch you and put you inside the jail. They'll say that, this is a thief or something. Or this person has gone mad just running on the road. Modern technology has given you these luxuries. Enjoy it. The purpose of your life is to enjoy the fruits of this world without hurting any other beings. We have so many beautiful things. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the sounds, enjoy the tastes, enjoy the sights. Go for a long drive. How many people of you like to go for a long drive? Yeah. So when you go, to some places, this was 10 years ago, when I would go for a long drive, in my car, my windshield would be like that. All the small insects would come and hit on my windscreen. I had to put the wiper and water and all that. Today when I go for a drive, it's like this. There are no insects. You go for a drive, there are beautiful fields beside you, but there are no insects. There are no insects for pollination. If there are no insects for pollination, how are you going to get new plants? I come from a place in India called Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, which is supposed to be the seed capital of the world. They make hybrid vegetables. So nowadays, the farmer doesn't dry some of the fruit and keep the seeds for the next season. What they do is they just keep buying seeds. So you make different types of tomatoes. You go to the shop, you try to grow many of the beautiful looking tomatoes. You dry them, they won't grow. They just won't germinate. Or if they germinate, you won't get fruit, because all these are hybridized. They are not heirloom. Secondly, they look beautiful. They look as though they are picture perfect. There's not even a single insect hole on them. Why? Because they are laced with pesticides. They're edited. Their genes are edited. Now, their genes are edited in such a way that these insects won't even eat these tomatoes. And just imagine you are eating them. And if you see something with a little bit hole over there or a little bit, discolored, you won't buy that. Actually, you should be buying that. That is the real food, because the insect has eaten and nothing has happened. Yeah, the insect cannot eat it, or the birds cannot eat it. So we help people also create food forests. Of course, this is a hobby of ours, because I believe the more food forest we create, the more food will be available in this world. And as I said, the universe is abundant. So you create these food forests in small farms. It's called a microenvironment or micro reforestation. Even if you have a small plot, you don't need any rocket science. Just throw things. Whatever seeds you have, you just throw them there. If they germinate, they germinate. Nature knows how to take care of itself. You don't need PhDs, you don't need MScs, you don't need MDs. Nature knows how to take care of itself. I'll give you another very good example. How many of you have pets at home? Dog, cat? Okay. You know when your pet is not well, it sometimes runs out and eats some leaves somewhere. Right? It vomits, then it becomes well again. What do? You tell, no, don't eat that. When a pet is not well, or when a dog or cat is not well, does it phone its doctor, dog doctor? Another doctor who's a dog? No. And how can a human who doesn't even speak the language understand what is wrong with the pet? That's called a vet. Think about it. But when you are not well, the first thing you do is you call your doctor. And then you go to a specialist and a super specialist. It's all in the food. Because we've lost listening to our conscious. We have lost the ability to listen to the voice within us. This voice within us is there in every animal. But the humans say that they are the top, of the animal kingdom and they have so much of knowledge. Still, they don't know what to do. And a dog or a cat knows what to do. How is it possible? So there must be something wrong in that. So coming back, we help people in their farms to create these food forests. We help them create it at least in the boundaries. So, that's called like a boundary crop. Because nowadays, if you see the commercial farming, they use corn as a boundary crop, then they use chilies as the middle crop, then in the middle they have a very expensive like a strawberry crop. So they expect the flies or the birds to first attack the corn, then come this. No, it's, I would say, put like a forest around your farm and grow everything inside your farm. Then composting. Usually everyone knows about all these things, but they have forgotten. So I say go one step at a time. When is the most mistakes made? The most mistakes is made is once you get out of these conference rooms. Because you think that you have a lot of knowledge. And when you go and try, nothing works. So take one step at a time. One step at a time will help you. So what about biotechnology in health? I'm not talking about gene editing. I'm not talking about designer babies. I'm talking about the good side of the biotechnology. But as I said, there has to be good, then there is bad. If there is no good, there is no bad. If there is no bad, there is no good. So you could be predisposed to a particular illness. Like you're predisposed. Your parents could be having some heart disease. Your relatives could be having cancer. Oh my God, the doctor will say, I'm going to get cancer. My risk of cancer is very high. Especially now, the cancer scare in this entire world. Every second or third person is getting cancer. And they're going for testing. And I had read in the newspaper some years ago, a very famous actress had done some testing and she had got the gene positive. And then she went for a bilateral, removal of the breast because she had a chance to get breast cancer. So is that actually necessary? Is that a curse? Why would you want to know what diseases you're going to get? Unless you want to work on it. Now there is something called epigenetics. So you may be predisposed to a particular disease, but It's not necessary that you'll get that disease. It depends on the environment in which you are. So you may be predisposed to cancer, you may be predisposed to heart disease, but don't be worried. Absolutely, as long as you're living at every particular point in time, you can reverse that. 100%. Not 98, 99, but 100%. Just by having the right foods, the right exercises, and the right supplements. You have a lot of reporting of people, after exercising, falling down and dying. Is that exercise bad for health? After exercise, they died. No, the wrong exercise is bad. If you drink a lot of alcohol, also you'll die. So it's about the type of exercise, the type of food, the type of supplements. That is what you actually need to know and need to do. And no need to stress. The best supplement in this world is, you know what? Doing nothing. How many of you can actually do nothing for one day? Very good. Just do nothing and just be. And watch the life go by. I have to do this, have to do this, have to do this. No, just do nothing. So in the hotel and in the building industry, today we have ways to treat wastewater with ozone and grey water and runoff water. This water can be reused for gardening. It can be redirected to agriculture. It can be redirected to, washing of cars, washing of the solar panels. That takes a lot of water. And when we give you this water, it's as clear as drinkable water. It has a very good and acceptable COD or BOD level, what they call it, that is chemical oxygen demand and biological oxygen demand. So it can technically be discharged back into a lake and not affect any marine life. Because all the water comes from where? It was already there. It just gets recycled. So the way you recycle the water is important. Biotechnology in agriculture. The AI is taking over this. I get seeing in the WhatsApp, and many of my friends have started startups, so-called, this startup culture. I don't know, wow. First, why I started my company? Because I could not get a job. Honestly. I wished for a job. I went for so many interviews. I failed all the interviews. Nobody gave me a job, and I needed something to do. So I started my company. Today, when you start a company, it's called a startup. I never knew that. So this startup culture, especially in the AI, they will tell you which flower is, flowering. Then you have a robot to micro-pollinate it. Formerly, they were using humans and child labor, especially in the third world countries. Now they're using robots. So the robot will suck the pollen. Do you know how many people like to have vanilla ice cream, vanilla flavor? How many people? So vanilla comes from Madagascar. It can also be grown in Malaysia. This is a good tropical climate, Actually, wherever you go coffee, you can grow vanilla. Because, most of the vanilla plants, actually 98% are hand pollinated because they don't have the right insect. The right insect is just not there. The vanilla market, since you were talking about markets, has also crashed. Why? And why the coffee market has grown? There is a link. Because you can make synthetic vanilla from coffee. So people are buying coffee and converting it into vanilla flavor. So the flavor industry is growing. But Is that going to have all the health properties what vanilla itself has? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. The food industry approves it, but is it going to actually help you? I don't know. The smell and the taste may be the same, but I don't know. It's not vanilla. It's like gold. You have gold plated and you have gold. It's not gold. Gold is gold. I don't think I need to touch much on this topic because everyone spoke about this, how biotechnology is helping the plastics and plastic degradation and composing, and so I just skip this. So the question is biotechnology sustainable? And how to make this biotechnology sustainable? How many people are actually working on sustainable biotechnology? This is a university. How many students are actually taking up projects? Because the future lies here. Unless you take up projects of sustainable biotechnology, and that's what is taught, it is going to help. Now, talking about universities and what is taught, at the end of the day, everyone says, okay, I will learn it, but then what? How do I make money off my company? How do I sell my company? Everyone needs to eat, right? Everyone needs money. This is the next slide. So we are trying to build a group of conscious capitalists. You definitely need money to build something. And you need people, you need investors to be like-minded, like the founders. So if you have an investor who's not just out there to see how fast you're going to list in the NASDAQ and how fast am I going to get my exit, you need to see a founder who will look at the change you have made. And along with this change, you can also make a lot of money. Because I said the universe is abundant. And making money is just a number in the computer. But what if you can make the number in the computer go up, as well as you can make a difference to real people's lives? That is what is important. So that is why we are starting a group of conscious capitalism, where I want people to join, people from all over the world to join. I mean, if you have an idea, just post the idea. If you're willing to fund that idea, you two can get together and, it's a platform where you can get funded and see, the match can happen if you like your, and then you can grow. That's what it is. Because what I have found out, okay, it's very nice. We all talk, the plastic, the ocean, this, that. What are you going to do about it? And 80% of the problem happens because there is no funding. So I said, let's create a platform. Let's create a platform where we get people together. And it will be a small platform, but it will eventually grow. Because as Kevin said, you can choose the food you eat, you can choose the water you drink, but you can't choose the air you breathe. So everyone will suffer. And unless we make a change, unless we have change makers to make a change, then things can happen. And on this platform, I'm open to ideas. I want people from all over to join in. Those who are in IT, those who are in every kind of field, in health, in social sciences, in finance, to help build this platform. So people can come together. Maybe some person cannot invest, some person can invest his time. Okay, that's also good. Maybe someone has an idea. Maybe some people want to join this particular startup. Maybe someone's expert in government funding and they know how to get the funds from this particular governments, how to write the project reports. Yes, you're more than welcome. Everything is welcome. So on this note, I would thank all of you and thank you for inviting me and giving me your precious time, and thank you, nobody walked out of the room. If you would like to join or you keep in touch or anything, you can just scan the code and we can be in touch. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. LeRoy. So, we have come to the end of our event. You know, the rest of you who stayed, can you please give a warm applause to yourself? Because you cared enough to stay. You cared enough. Maybe some of you were forced, so I don't know. Or you're not rushing back to go to work. I don't know. But you stayed long enough to learn something different. Something may be relevant, something may be not. But I hope in our next CPU event, it will be one of you or many of you from the audience who have discovered something, who have worked with us, or who have come together and form a community, and we collaborate, and we will be listening to your story, and we'll be learning from you. Mono is not just about coffee. Mono is a movement. What type of movement it is? It is a movement away from excess consumerism, mindless consumerism, to an intentional one, a mindful one, the one that really cares for yourself and it cares for our community and our only home, the planet. And I hope that whatever you take away from here, do not just stop. Start something. Do not just forget about it. Start something meaningful and valuable for yourself. I said it at the beginning. You are valuable. You matter. Your life matters. Setiap orang di sini ada nilai. And definitely, you will have something valuable to give to this world because your life is a gift. Who we are, who we are when we're born. We can't choose which country we're born, what race, what religion, what even gender we are born, right? So, who we are is life's gift to us. But what we become is our gift back to life. And start with your life. So there are no questions. I didn't receive any questions for this second half. Thank you so much for your time. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you for the gift of your presence. And may we start something magical here from here on. And may a community, a movement really take form from here. Where I'm going to invite Kelvin back on stage to give a token of appreciation to each of our speakers. Can we please invite Mr. Felipe up on stage? Yes. Yeah. So he's not here, then we take it up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can we invite Mr. Paul on stage to receive a token of appreciation for being our speaker today? The chocolates are from a Malaysian entrepreneur. He works with Orang Asli to really cultivate these world-class chocolates, and they have also won awards. Thank you. Thank you. Can we invite Miss Jacqueline? Cikgu Jacqueline. Please, terima kasih. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, monitor Irene. Please come on. Thank you so much, Irene. Thank you. Thank you. Can we please invite Dr. Janira? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Can we please invite Dr. LeRoy? Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. LeRoy, please stay on stage, okay? Just stay. The rest of the speakers, can we invite you back on stage so that we can have a group picture, please? Pretty please. Gosh. Ready? Group picture. Thank you very much. Okay, group picture. Thank you so much.
So I also like to give great thanks to my team at Cofex, Masrini especially, because she took the helm like a general and commanded and organized this event really, really well. We also have to thank the rest of my team, the sustainable team. This Yifei, my finance lady, my big boss that controls all my money, Miss Tang. My dad that started my coffee journey when I was back in 1997, when I first came back, worked for him, and eventually he bought a little company called Cofex Coffee, and he asked me, would you like to start a coffee company here? I said no. But eventually I realized that coffee binds people, put people together, and it's such a simple commodity that we cherish. And I decided to do this as a business. It was a struggle in the beginning, but hey, you know, we got here. With time, perseverance, belief, hard work, we get here. And this is not the end of what we do. This is just the beginning of my new role. Right? So thank you very much. Appreciate all your presence today. Appreciate you've taken your time, and none of you I see are asleep. And I hope that you are awakened, aware, and possibly in the future, after you absorb what happened today, to be in action. Thank you very, very much. Hopefully you had time to go to the booth outside to try some of the amazing coffee from the mono side of my business. So on the mono side, we take extra care in everything we buy and put the brand mono. Even my T-shirt here that I'm wearing is GOTS certified. So everything we put a brand, it has to represent of sustainability. Including this little cup here, it's made of coffee grounds, and it's from a company that's got zero carbon. What else do I need to say?
I'm going to ask everyone to stay in your seat. They would love to take a picture of you. Okay? And post however you want to post.
So there are also products from zero waste. Have you checked out? There's also a composting box shared with us today that we can do some composting in our home, in our office. No smell. Learn something from there. Enjoy some coffee, and what else? Amazing furnitures on display there from Kian. And in actual fact, I've sat in one of the sofas and it felt amazing, but they didn't bring today. Please go check it out, their showroom, and try it for yourself.
Okay, they want to take a group picture.
Okay.
Please remain in your seats. Yeah. Can you come down and fill the front? Is it too much to ask that you move a little bit? Come down to the front, fill up all the seats in the front. Thank you so much. Come down. Oops. Terima kasih. Group photo, okay? And then after that, you're released. Bebas, boleh pergi. I will take the mic away from Kelvin. Yeah. Please come down, and then we will. Okay. Yeah, let them settle. Thank you very much. I'll just wait for everyone to settle. Jangan segan. It's just for a little while. Terrible. Okay. All right. We have video. Yeah, wait. Okay. Okay, sorry. You people on the side have to. People on the side, please come.
Stay at the staircase.
Yeah. Please come in. Yes. Go ahead. It's good. I need to see all of you. But come on. Oh, cool. Okay. Ken, ready? Ready? Hello? Yes. Ready. Everybody say, we care. Thank you. Got it? Yes. Mm-hmm. No. It's fine. It's
One, count 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Freestyle. 3, 2, 1. Raise your cup. Your sustainable cup. Ada tak? Okay. 3, 2, 1. One more. Alright. One more is a video.